Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Do you want to promote your business on Zambia Blog Talk Radio? Yes, that's right. Live on Zambia Blog Talk Radio. To book your spot, just make a donation by picking from the following categories. To get started, just call or WhatsApp the number on the screen and you'll be good to go. Live on Zambia Blog Talk Radio every Saturday for 1 full month. And it will stay on the recorded shows.
Hello, everybody. Good morning from Dallas, Texas, and welcome to the show. It is Saturday, July the 9th, and we do thank you for joining us from whichever part of the world that you're watching. Please let us know where you're watching us from so that we could be able to acknowledge and see that our viewers, our global audience is with us this morning, and we are looking forward to this exciting discussion. Well, today, I may have this great conversation by myself with our guest, whom I am about to introduce in a moment here. But I wanted to show you some things of what is happening. My co-host, Kasuluba, is on his way back to Lusaka. But this is what Kasuluba has been up to. That's why he's not here with me today. He attended the just ended Zambia Diaspora conference, and this is what Kasuluba has been up to. Okay, here's Mr. K hanging out with Great Kalu at the bar. You can see the beautiful background at the Avani Hotel. That's what Mr. K was doing, and there is Mr. K having dinner with Juan Pilato. This was, I believe, Friday night, as they were winding up the event. That's what Kasulo has been up to. He's run away from me. He's decided to hang out with Pilato. All right. There's Mr. K. You all recognize Tandy. Tandy is one of our co-hosts and supporters here at ZBTR. There's Mr. K hanging out with Tandy. And they did quite a lot of stuff there. And he shared some things that went on. And they were hanging out. It was good for Kasulova to finally meet Miss Tandy. And we are looking forward to hear about all those wonderful reports about things that happened at the conference and some exciting stuff. So Kasulova finally got to meet Miss Tandy. I look forward to hear what they have to say about their time together in, in Livingston. Okay, let's continue here and see who else Mr. Kasuluba was hanging out with. Let me see if I can pull up another picture here. Where's Mr. K again? All right, and there we go. There's Mr. K. Well, most of you recognize former governor of the Bank of Zambia. And then he was reinstated by the UPND government when they won the election. And finally, there's Mr. K with the Zambia's ambassador to the United Kingdom. So that's what Mr. Kasuluba has been up to. He just sent me a message that he's almost reaching home, but he's still not going to join me today. I told him to take a rest, and he's going to be with us next week. So that is where Mr. Kasuluba has been, and that's the reason he is not with me today. Okay, let's get ready to introduce our guest here, and we shall be having a great discussion. Let me also share something with you as my guest is getting ready to join us here. The DMV community, that is DC, Maryland, and Virginia Zambian community, they will be hosting an event coming up on, I believe it's the first Saturday of It's what's the date on this thing? It's August the 6th, the first Saturday of August. There are our friends in the DMV area, that's the association there. They'll be having a special dinner with guest Ambassador His Excellency Lazarus Kapambwe, and we encourage you to participate if you're in the area. For those of us in the United States, we are encouraged to attend. We are encouraged to be there and attend these things. So get in touch with our colleagues in the DMV area if you wish to attend that event. All right. Excellent. Okay. All right. We have our audience watching from Zambia. Hi, Jennifer. Excited that you are joining us. And hi, Rose. Everybody, we're excited that you're with us today. Joining us today from the Kingdom of the United Kingdom. All right. Is Miss Lillian Mutambo. I consider her to be Zambia's leading blogger. And Miss Lillian is also Chief Executive Officer and founder of Limitless Healthcare Services. And she's joining us from the UK. We are about to have an exciting conversation. Hi, Lillian.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just working hard, tired.
Like we all do in the diaspora, right? Work, 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 work.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Excellent. Everything good? Ready to do this?
Yeah, everything is fine. It's quite hot here, so yeah.
Yeah, we are in the same boat in this part of the world, and we're looking
Yes.
forward to. Miss Lillian, let me begin by asking this question. So, I like to learn about people and just to know where they come from, where they grew up, and things like that. So, who is Lilian Mutambo? If somebody asked that question, how would you respond? Who is Lilian Mutambo? Where in Zambia were you born and raised?
Thank you so much. Lilian Mutambo is a Zambian. I call myself a young woman. I'm still not growing. Unfortunately, I'll never grow. I'm a young woman from Zambia, based in the UK. I've been here for 18 years. And I am a mother, a wife, socialite, blogger, YouTuber, businesswoman, and I'm into community work. That's what I describe myself. I'm just that person that is an auntie or a sister you can call upon.
All right, excellent. Yes. So where were you born and raised in Zambia?
Yeah, so I was born in Chingola.
Okay.
But I was raised in Lusaka. Yeah, I've never really been. I only went to Chingola in 2019 when I started my YouTube videos. But I was born in Chingola. I went there when I was young. I don't remember Chingola much, but I went last 2020 to go and see Chingola, and it's quite a nice place. Yeah, Chingola is quite nice.
So basically, you were just born there, and whilst you were a child, the family moved to, you said, Lusaka?
Yes, because my dad was a pilot. He was working for Zambia Airways. So at the time when he met my mom was in Kitwe, and my dad left briefly to come to the UK to do his piloting training. And then when he came back, we had to relocate from Chingola to Lusaka. So I've grown up all my life in Avondale, which is Nali constituency, until I came to the UK.
All right. Okay. Where did you go to school? Which schools did you attend in Lusaka?
In Lusaka, when I was growing up, first of all, I went to Longford Primary School, nursery. Then I went to Treetops Primary School up to grade 7. Then I went to Liwala for 2 years. And that was an amazing experience. Government schools actually equip you for the future, because you get to meet people who are from humble backgrounds, and it really humbled me from coming to from a private school background where you're picked up from school by your parents. Everybody has their packed lunch, everybody has their pocket money, to seeing people walking from Liwala to Chiwolia. And I made a lot of sacrifices. I think that's where my my passion for helping others came from where at Livala, I would usually use my transport money and buy lunch for my friends. And then I
Oh,
would walk
wow.
from
Amazing.
Livala Secondary School, cut through up to Northmead, and then get a bus from Northmead to Charleston. And I
Okay.
did that every day just because I wanted to buy my friends samosas. You know those samosas they would sell, which had rice in them.
Yes.
Those fritters. I would do that all the time, and I really loved it. Livala was a great experience. And then I went to Rotspark for my senior secondary from 10 to 12, and we were the first grade 12s. And that was another experience. And went to Zikas for about a year, and I came to the UK, and I've been in the UK ever since, 18 years of my life.
I like the part where you say Livala was a great experience and it brings great memories, and the point you make about government schools shape you and prepare you for the future.
Yes.
Do you, what sort of memories do you cherish apart what do you still have relationships from your time at Livala and the other schools?
Yes. What I remember from Livala was, we would never have teachers. Teachers would turn up. Sometimes they would not turn up, and we would be really crowded. Young pupils would have school shoes which are not so, school shoe friendly. Like you could tell they're coming from a humble background.
Yes.
And most of the times, because I came from a private school background, all I wanted to do is speak English throughout. And they're like, no. Ufunika ukambe chinyanja kunewe. Uona mwanga ni kumaskuru kwa mino. So then I learned that, you don't speak English in school unless you've seen a teacher.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so those are my memories of Livala.
All right.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah.
2 people from Livala whom you are still in touch with or you communicate with up to today?
Yes. One of the guys is presently in America, and a lady, Linda, is in Australia. And then the other 2 guys, one, Peter, is in Mansa, but he traveled to Russia before. And then there's Emmanuel. I'm actually in touch with most of them. I'm one person who always keeps in touch with friends from the olden days.
Yes,
so most of them, we even have a group actually, Livala.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have a WhatsApp group for
from former Livala secondary school pupils.
Yes, our class.
Okay,
9H, yes. So we have our
what was the class called? What was the
9
class
to 9H, letter H.
Letter H?
Yes, H, yeah. Yes, 9H, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have our own small group, and of course people have moved on with their lives. And one of the memories that I have is one of my best friends when we were in school. Her mom got a good appointment as a diplomat to travel to Egypt, and she left us. And we were writing letters to her, thinking, we'd keep in touch. And we just lost touch. But she's in America. We are in touch now. But I remember admiring the fact that she left Zambia to go and live in another place. I mean, because those days you had no choice but to go to government schools until Chisha Folotia introduced Rotspark as a secondary school. And of course we had Leopards Hill, but Rotspark came with a different promise of better education.
Yeah, interesting. I remember that. Okay. Remember, I was telling you that the exciting thing about the reason I wanted you here, of course, many other things, is about this thing about you being a blogger. So, share, how did you start? How did you get into this blogging thing? How did it happen?
All right. Okay. Basically, when I was doing my master's in 2019 to 2020 at the University of Ulster in Belfast, I studied a course which is gender conflict and human rights law, which was, obviously about, advocacy. What can we do in order to empower women, to shape women? So one of the modules that was introduced was advocacy through film.
Okay.
I now decided, let me try YouTube and speak about things. So the first time I did a video, I was talking about one of the celebrities who did something, and people were like, "Oh, why are you judging him? Why are you talking about it?" But then I was just,
Was it a
trying to.
Zambian celebrity or just
Yes, by then he
okay?
was in prison
Mm.
for an offense,
Hmm.
which,
Hmm.
yeah, he served his time and then he was pardoned by the president. So I was just like, oh, just speaking about what I know about, offenders in the UK and what they do. But then, people didn't really understand, oh, but he was pardoned by the president. Why are you to talk about the person? I said, no, I am just speaking from this view. So then that's how I started. And then I said, picking on different topics and speaking, and then my confidence just kept on growing. But I went viral first in Nigeria because I reacted to a comment.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I have many Nigerian followers. So I reacted to a comment where um, somebody, Tonto Dike, the celebrity, was complaining about how her husband left her, and
Hmm.
people were mocking her to say, "Oh yes, how can you go for this fraudster? It's your own fault. You wanted that." And then a lady commented, said, "Look, Nigerian men, they're like that. They come for us, foreign women, and they sweet talk us." And then somebody insulted that person to say, "They come to you because you're stupid." So that alone was my tagline. I said, no, Nigerian men don't come to us because we are stupid. It's because of the way they present themselves.
Mm.
Nigerian men are this. Nigerian men are this and that and that. So I did a video and I didn't know the video would go viral. That's how the video went viral on the internet. It's got millions of views on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes. On YouTube, I wasn't even monetized then on YouTube.
Hmm.
And people are like, you should have reserved this content when you are monetized. Now you see, you should have made money. And I said, no, 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 let it just go there. I didn't know it would go viral. And a good Samaritan from Nigeria, a very successful businessman, sent
Yes.
me a message on Instagram and he said I should give him my account details. And then he gave me £400. I was so happy.
Wow. 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 Just
Yes.
like that.
Just like that, he said, his words were, "Thank you for taking the bullet on behalf of Nigerian men." So that's how I went viral in Nigeria. So I would share, stories, topics about what's going on in Nigeria. But then, social media has different kinds of people who
Mm.
don't understand that there's people like us who can speak about something, and we are stubborn. When we have an opinion, we are stubborn in that opinion, and people want you to be like, no, 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 but you are being too harsh. No, no, you
Mm.
are being too frank. They say that I'm too frank, but I don't like pretending. I would rather tell you that this is A is A, B is B. People would
Yeah.
rather we babysit the truth a little bit because we're going to injure people's hearts.
Mm.
So that's how I went viral in Nigeria.
So I like the expression you're using that you don't want to babysit the truth and you want to.
No,
So where does that come from, mom or dad?
to be honest, I'm the only one who's like this in the entire family. And my mom will receive phone calls. Oh, no, 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 my sisters, is that your sister? Everyone gets surprised. I'm just different. My uncle is a pastor. He's a
Hmm.
pastor. My
Yes.
mom is into church. So me speaking like they just want to. My mom will try to speak to me. Who they give you up on my Facebook? And then
I
she
like
will do
that
a video,
expression,
of course.
Wapangwashan. It's typical Zambian, right?
That we can
Eh.
no, mama, I need to say something. I need to. So I don't know. It's just in me, and I think it's also the democracy here in the UK, where I see people like Theresa May able to
Hmm.
speak about things. We have a lady Abbott speaking about things, and the time when before I went to do my university, my masters, I got myself a scholarship to study my degree in social work at the
Hmm.
University of Winchester. So the fact that I was able to secure myself a full scholarship without any strings attached, and just me writing a very powerful letter, and
Hmm.
I went to UK Parliament. It inspired me to want to be somebody that can speak on behalf of people.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
So let's talk about how So you start by picking on these Nigerian
Yes.
issues, something
Yes.
to do with men,
Yeah.
and it goes on and on. Talk about how did you begin to address issues to do with the Zambian community or in the Zambian context. Can you remember
Okay,
what your first what your first issue was? Are you able to remember that?
I remember very well.
Uh-huh.
So I
What
went to
was
my
it?
friend's place. I went to do my hair,
Yeah.
and she's a hairdresser. And then I saw a video from CR1 where he was saying, the government should return their powers to him, or else he will start, suing, unveiling what they did with him one by one. So I reacted to that, and I was laughing. I thought, have you seen? Then I took it to YouTube. I was like, this is crazy. We will be updating you on what's going on. And then people started following my YouTube, because then they wanted to know, what am I going to talk about next? And then people started sending me stories as well. Actually, we are oppressed here. We're working for the Chinese. This is what is happening. We're working for this company. This is what happens. So I would always come to YouTube and just advocate on issues. This is what's going on. And I always saw that each time I spoke about things,
Yes,
there would always be a reaction and a response from the then government. And even presently as well, the government responds to issues. When I speak about things, they do respond actually as well. So that's how I started.
the UPND
Yes.
government?
Yeah, they do respond. They do respond as well.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They do. They do.
Okay, so you're a troublemaker, right? Like they said,
No, I wouldn't say, no, I wouldn't say that. I think my mom she's just surprised because my sister is quiet, my brother is quiet, everyone is quiet except me.
Except
and
you.
my dad is very quiet too, so they don't know where I got it from.
It's your own anointing. Okay,
Yes.
I want us to watch a video clip, and I want you to share this moment and how let's watch this.
All right.
It's a girl in the Mutambo, also known as again, it's a girl in the Mutambo, also known as
I like that. First of all, there are two things I want to raise from that video clip. Yes. You called your show or your blog Gelo Upper Z in the beginning, right?
No, the way it was is each time I would introduce myself, even up to now, I'll say it's a girl in the Mutambo, also known as Gelo Upper Z, girl from Zambia. The reason why I started like that was each time I came to YouTube, the main people I would see are Nigerian bloggers, all sorts of people speaking, yes. And Zambians were not out there. So I wanted to make a statement that I'm a girl from Zambia. So when I say Gelo Upper Z, then I'll say girl from Zambia. I would always say that. Yeah. Okay. So it's my intro.
Wow, that was cool. So why did you change? Why did you leave that name, that brand name?
Gelo Upper Z. I use Lilian Mutambo on my YouTube platform. I use Lilian Mutambo TV for my Facebook as well. And I still use Gelo Upper Z when I'm doing my YouTube videos. But then when I, took the journey of politics, people were like, no, you're not honorable. Don't use Gelo Upper Z. Don't use Gelo Upper Z. So I had to, drop it a little bit. And, people started calling me, honorable. So some people call me honorable, some people call me Lily, some people call me Lillian. I said, look, however you want to call me, it's fine. So I still use Gelo Upper Z.
Okay, so you still use Gelo Upper Z. All right. So before we transition, now that video clip, I'll tell you what, it captured or captivated me. I'm like, so tell us about that celebration. What was that celebration about with your kids?
That was when I reached 50,000 subscribers on YouTube.
50,000?
Yes. I started from, my channel used to be about 200 subscribers. Yes. I used to use it for like music. around 2012. It wasn't really a serious channel. So when I started, I said, people already know me as Lilian Mutambo. Let me focus on the same YouTube channel. So I started from 200 subscribers to 50,000 subscribers. And my growth was just massive. And each time I would upload a video, 20,000, 50,000 views. The videos are there on YouTube. So yeah, it was worth celebrating. And the more subscribers, the more money. That's what it meant.
Of course. So those of us who are just getting started in this, we shouldn't give up, right? We should.
Yes.
And
especially Facebook now. Facebook is paying much better than YouTube because and Facebook has a wider audience. So I've been encouraging Zambians, come on Facebook, create content, but you need to change your location. You can't have a Facebook page that is from a Zambian, domiciled account. You need to.
Why? Explain that.
Because Zambia is not part of the monetization. So we're even wondering how we could speak even to the current government, see how they can speak to YouTube. But even for YouTube and YouTube especially, Zambian advertisers no longer advertise. According to YouTube, they were failing to pay. So if you're in Zambia and you're watching a YouTube video, there is no adverts. So it's something to do with Zambian companies not really subscribing to their adverts procedures. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is very good information. I'm sure everybody watching does appreciate that. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We see the comments. Of course, we're speaking to Lilian Mutambo here. So we have people watching from Burkina Faso.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there are people following from Chingola, your village.
Yes.
We have people following from Western Province, Zambia. A lot of people from Zambia watching. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. And as we continue our conversation here with Miss Lily, so it's up close and personal with Lily, and we shall take a commercial break.
Do you want to promote your business on Zambia Broad Talk Radio? Yes, that's right. Live on Zambia Broad Talk Radio. To book your spot, just make a donation by picking from the following categories. To get started, just call or WhatsApp the number on the screen and you'll be good to go. Live on Zambia Broad Talk Radio every Saturday for 1 full month. And it will stay on the recorded shows.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My guest today is Lillian Mutambo. She's a Zambian blogger based in the UK. And she has, let's update the number, Lillian. How many followers now on YouTube?
116,000 subscribers now.
116,000 subscribers on YouTube. And Facebook, 1 million.
Facebook, 207,000 followers.
207.
I never really took Facebook seriously. I was mainly focused on YouTube. So this is when I'm now trying to build my Facebook presence. I find Facebook to be, it has so many people, categories of people who don't understand that there's people out there who are content creators. There's people out there who are vocalists, who share their opinions. Some people will not even read your post. They'll just come in and they'll start attacking, on Facebook. So I find YouTube to be more, because YouTube blocks comments, bad, nasty comments.
Oh, really?
So, yes. If you just post a nasty comment about somebody, YouTube automatically blocks that comment, so you won't see that comment. So some people who are clever, who know, they comment in the Zambian language, or in any other language. But if you comment in English, YouTube automatically blocks it. That's why I never really liked Facebook. But now I'm trying to build my Facebook presence. I only use Facebook to share about my work in Zambia mainly. And yeah, that's why I'm now on Facebook.
Okay, let's switch gears here. You are and have been politically engaged for a while.
Yes.
And all of us were, especially leading up to the 2021 elections. Talk to us about your political engagement. For you, how did it start? How did it begin? You've already mentioned that people said, stop calling yourself Gelo Upper Z. Now you are honorable.
Yeah, okay. For me, what happened was I went to Zambia during the lockdown, and there was that massive lockdown in the UK where we were just at home for like 6 months.
Yes.
I said, I'm not going to stay in this lockdown, and we're not allowed to go anywhere. So, because my YouTube was really paying me really, really well, I booked flights for £2,700. I said, I'm going to Zambia with the kids. So, carried everybody.
From your YouTube earnings?
Yes, I was. Oh, yes.
Hello,
YouTube.
Nelly. Hello, Priska. Are you hearing this?
YouTube pays really, really well. I was getting good money on YouTube. So when I went to Zambia, I'd even managed to, secure a car, buy plots through YouTube. When I went to Zambia, just having conversations with people, I said, "Ah, let me see how I can help this political party. Let me see how I can join this party." And I contacted one of the young men there. I said, okay, I'm coming to Lusaka because I was on the Copper Belt. That's why I have some projects there. So I was on the Copper Belt and I had to travel to Lusaka. And I declared my interest, went to the party secretariat for the UPND. Of course, this will always be part of my CV anyway. So I have to say, I met the SG, the then Secretary General,
Secretary General
Mr.
of the party.
Katuka, and I told him, I want to stand. Then I was like, where? I said, I don't know. Maybe in my village. I don't know. And then he said, where did you grow up from? I said, Avondale. He said, okay, then stand in Munali. Munali? Really? Okay. Then we went to see the officials of Munali. And by then, Munali was quiet. There was nothing. Nothing.
When you say it was quiet, what do you mean? And
There was
why
no activity, no candidates that had come out to say they want to stand under the UPND ticket. And then, because, during the patriotic front times, UPND and PF were like at loggerheads. So people were waiting, I think, towards the end to declare their interest. So then I was told that there was somebody who was going to stand, but they were not sure.
Okay.
But they still gave me the go ahead. So then I declared my interest and started campaigning. We're given a program to go through the community. And, I would go through the community and I would share with them my experiences of, living in the diaspora, being a social worker. And my political journey at the grassroots is very sound. Forget what you see on social media. Social media is just there to say this, say that, but the grassroots, they know who Lilian Mutambo is.
Let me show you something. Check this out.
Yes, your team of the youth from Zambia watching. Oh, okay, Trapega.
That's cool, right? I just thought we should put that out there.
Absolutely. Those are my young guys that I'm mentoring and we're working on it.
So you did quite a bit on the ground.
Yes. So I'll just go on the ground and, I told you I was making a lot of money from YouTube and the income was coming. It kept coming. I'm talking about loads of money, more than 2,000 plus a month on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Pounds,
right?
Yes. So then I'm in Zambia and then I go and meet people and they are crying. Oh, things are hard. They are struggling. So what am I going to do? You go to this branch, they're telling you the same thing. You go to this place, everybody is complaining about how things are tough. Because during the COVID times, people left their jobs. They were told to leave and go home for a time because most people were working from home. So maids, garden boys, security, they were staying home. And they asked me to empower them. I said, okay, then you write a project of what you wanted to do. And everybody said they wanted to deal in eggs business. That's how I started distributing eggs. And believe you me, forget what anybody says about eggs on Facebook. The grassroots, they appreciate the efforts that we made in empowering them. And they still, up to today, respect and value me. They call me and everything. So I carried on, empowering them and doing what I could do. But what I didn't like was, when you're trying to work as a team. We're trying to work as a team to achieve a goal. We should be a team. Regardless of whether you don't like me, I like you, for the fact that we want to get rid of the sitting government that was there then.
Yes.
Forget about Lilian Mutambo coming from the diaspora and wanting to take a seat. What we want is the numbers.
Yes.
What I didn't like was when I saw, it's fine if we are arguing on our groups, But then when they now started bringing it to social media, this one will attack you from within the party. This one will attack you. So, is this how it works? You know, I thought as a party we're supposed to be a team, but I don't think if I see somebody who's part of my party, you know, making a mistake, I'll go on social media and start saying, yes, you are wrong. I will come on social media and say, don't mind what's going on, we'll deal with it internally. But then I try to speak to the leadership, but it's like an uncontrollable fire where this one does this one does it. And everybody could see that problem. And for me, I didn't feel accepted. So I just thought, I'm not going to be among people who don't accept me, who always want to say a lot of horrible and nasty things on social media. I don't mind if it was coming from opposition, but when it's coming from within, I think it's unacceptable. I tried to, see leadership, and I just thought, let me just let go. And the thing that made me decide that I should let go was when somebody that I really helped when they were in trouble, campaigned for this person, raised £2,000 for them, writing on Facebook to say, you are pregnant and you want to be adopted. I never announced to social media that I was expecting with my husband. I just kept quiet about it. And to me, that got too personal. Why should you bring my personal life to social media? And the moment
sorry to
yes,
cut you short. So in other words, I was about to ask you and say what went wrong. You've basically
yes,
outlined that.
yeah,
So the problem was the internal wranglings
yes,
within the party
yes,
that
yes,
made you to decide to, when you say leave, you decided to go as an independent candidate.
yes. So the internal wrangles, and where you feel you're not accepted by people. I don't mind if people say, look, don't worry, let's support this one for now. But then where they're literally, calling you names, talking about your pregnancy, and even when we are doing the intra-party elections, and somebody was just like, look at you, you're pregnant, and you expect in my face,
Oh,
chinami
wow.
maichi, chinami maichi, chikuna chinkale MP.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is unacceptable, I'm a woman, and obviously you expect any woman to have a baby, so if there was that regard and respect, I would just say, okay, it happens, let whoever is adopted. But I left even before the process. It's a long story.
So
However,
what process was what was the process used? I'm not trying to
yes, the
scratch on
primaries.
wounds of the part. What process was used? The reason I'm asking this question, Lillian, is that we had on this show, we had other candidates from the diaspora claim the process wasn't, what's the word? The process
It was not fair.
it wasn't. So what process were they using? What was there, like what they do, I believe, in the UK and here in the
Okay,
US, they do
this
primary
is what
elections.
the thing is. This is what they do, right? When they want to pick a candidate, I want to put the laptop to charge. When they pick a candidate, when we went for the elections, everybody knew, oh, there's Lilian Mutambo, she's strong on the ground. But what they were doing is some officials connived with certain candidates, and then they were given some money, and they now favored that candidate. And there was a voting system of numbers where people had to write a number of the candidate they want. So everybody knew there was number 5 somewhere or number 2 somewhere. So they would just tell them, where we are going, you should write number 2. Where we are going, you should write number. And then there's this natural hostility towards people from the diaspora because they are told, Niba Muisa, they've just come, and then they want to benefit us. We are here, we're Zambians who've been suffering with you. And I told them something. I said, look, nobody would leave their comfort to come to Zambia and to seek comfort. No, they are leaving their comfort as a sacrifice to come and see how best they can work to better your lives. But then they were told, no. These people, they're just here for this. So the process, it was unfair. So many things were going on. And the president obviously was busy. he was just given a list of people. These are the people. And even as the lists were going there, they were even being swapped from what we've been told. Maybe then the names that have been sent are this one, this one, this one. Then the person who's taking the name is also removed. So it was unfair, but now things have settled, obviously. People
Okay.
will now judge for themselves if the candidates who were picked are the rightful candidates. And yeah, we can hear what's going on.
I want you to respond to this comment in the chat room. It is said that you were confident that UPND was going to lose, so some people convinced you to go independent.
No, it has never, ever been anybody who campaigned with me as an independent candidate. Do you know one thing I loved about being independent? Nobody would stop your campaigns. But the moment when I was UPND, each time we would go and campaign, we would be stopped. I've had people being stabbed, bottles being broken for the fact that they're UPND. I was wearing a red t-shirt, pregnant. And this guy told me, you are lucky you are pregnant. If you were not, I was going to kick you. You know, so it was very hostile. It was nothing to do with that. And when we were campaigning, people always saying, you know, President, we are going forward. MP, Tisaya Sako independent. That's how we talk about. So nobody, all those things, people made up a lot of things in a bid to try to, tarnish my name. But it's the Zambian politics. African politics are dirty. So anybody can say what they have to say. But I stood, and up to today, I remember even when I posted, I said I voted for my right choice. My whole entire family had no other option but to vote for the candidate I've always supported, Hakainde Hichilema.
Okay.
And I was glad that he won as a president.
Okay, I'm not going to dwell so much on that. We just wanted to get a little history about that. You've moved on now. Any intentions of standing again?
Presently, I wouldn't say much about politics because now I have taken a different path in my life.
Which we are going to talk about that shortly.
Yeah, I've started my own business, so I think I'm more focused on that because I believe as a person who loves Zambia, I don't need to wait 5 years later to work for my people. So
yeah, you have a lot of projects going on in the country as well.
Yes, and whatever will come my way, I'll grab it. We never know who might say, come and stand here or come and be appointed here. So it's an open ticket.
Your life is not without controversy.
Yes.
Okay. Like you've already said, you are the loud one in the family. Everybody else is quiet. How do you deal, excuse me, with controversial issues or circumstances which come your way, especially when it is on social media?
Okay. You know what I've come to realize? If you are not somebody who is a factor, nobody bothers or talks about you. But if you are something, you carry something, people will talk about you. And thank God, my life has always been linked with pastors. Spiritually, I always pray with people. In 2002, Pastor Chivesa Kunda had prophesied in my life that God was going to use me to be a great leader of our country, Zambia. In 2012, I met another pastor. We used to communicate via social media, and he said God had showed him that I would be a great leader of Zambia, but a lot of people will use any means to attack me personally. I need to be strong. So I've been ready for whatever people may say, but it's the people that speak. Who are they? They don't matter in society. Nobody knows them unless they insult Lilian Mutambo. The moment they post an insult about Lilian Mutambo, then people want to know, okay, what is this person saying? If they post anything else, there is nothing. So what do they need to do in order for them to be relevant? They need to keep on the insults. And for me, I just told myself, this is a sign that I am doing well. If I wasn't doing the right thing, believe you me, nobody would be bothered. We have so many people who travel to Zambia, they do projects. We don't hear of them. They post on Facebook, But for a fact that I carry the grace of God, of authority, and they know that when I speak, a lot of people listen. So the controversies that come, most of them come to demean my character, to say things that people should look down on me instead of people look up. Yeah, instead of people looking up at me as an inspiration. Because many people will say, she's my inspiration. I love her so much. And then they will use that. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So that's your approach to handling controversy. What do you envision to be the role of the Zambian diaspora in our beautiful nation?
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me just hold on 1 minute.
Okay, everybody, we're speaking to Lillian. Thanks for your comments. And let's see. Ramakungu here. We love you, Mother LM. Linda watching. We may not be able to cover everything, everybody. We're just trying to have an interesting conversation here with Miss Lillian. My sister Chloe says alternative facts. I like that. Alternative facts. Trump changed the politics of the world. They're watching. Hi, Judith. Watching you live on the Copper Belt, Zambia, Lilian Mutambo. Keep up the good work. We love you so much. And everybody else, my Dallas community family, thank you, everybody, for your support. Watching you, my boss, and everybody else. Okay. Whilst we're waiting for Lillian to come back, I'm sure she's probably dealing with the situation there. We want to share with you something upcoming here in the diaspora. Our friends in the DMV community are going to be having an event and would like to encourage you to attend that event. Hi, Miss Lily.
Hello.
You were explaining something.
Once the baby hears my voice, that's it. So I have to attend to her.
Okay, that's okay. We understand.
Yeah.
So I said, what do you envision is the role of
the diaspora?
Yeah, in our
to
country.
me, what I envision
in all aspects.
Yes, for me, what I see is, the diaspora. We are there in the diaspora. We gain certain skills, experiences, which we need to take back home. And as somebody who's been here for many, many years, it's unfair for me to be here for all these years and all I'll just be doing is pointing to say, look, you should do this, pointing at the government, you should do this, you should do that. I personally feel that it's important as a person who loves my country to impact on the lives of many people by supporting them to also experience the diaspora. Yes. Which is why I started my business last year. And God has been so great. He has elevated us so highly to the point whereby we received some good news on Thursday. Yes. And I was celebrating all over social media.
I want you to talk about that. So this is Limitless Health Care Services, right?
Yes.
All right. So tell us about the big news. You see, this is what I want us to learn to do as a people. Controversies, yes. Success is so Limitless Health Care Services has got 2 milestones to announce today. Tell us about that.
Okay, so last year I started my own company. These are our uniforms. Yeah, I started my own company, providing care in different care homes, and then I progressed to becoming a registered provider. with our company.
Raise that uniform again. I want the people to see them.
So this is a uniform for ladies.
Okay.
Uniform for ladies. And then I've got our little bags for company with our logo. That's the logo. And then we've got, this is our timesheets. What we use. So I started this business last year, going to different care homes, supporting them, and then I progressed into becoming a registered manager. Now, this is not an easy process. The government makes sure they check your criminal background, they do assessments. I did an interview with an inspector, and then I was registered. The company was registered, and then I am the nominated individual and the registered manager of Limitless Healthcare Services. And then I started pushing forward for tenders, and I got a very huge contract, millions of pounds. And with that contract, I'm able to, supply workers in the community. And then I applied for, whilst I was doing all these things, I also applied for an immigration license. Now, the immigration license is usually given to people who've maybe been in business for many, many, many years. But it is what I presented to the government that made them award me that license, and they gave me an A rating for our company. So on my part, as a company, what we'll be doing is we'll be recruiting Zambians from Zambia to come over to the UK or any other parts of Africa, because I want a mix of different cultures, and come and work here, make some money. And the role of the diaspora, this is where it comes in. What we want is for them to make money and then invest home. The more we have people here making money, especially the young ones, which is why you see them on social media doing all sorts of things. When anybody is being talked about, they are there commenting silly things because they have no jobs. I would rather impact in their lives to become what they never imagined themselves. We have people who've never boarded airplanes before. So even before I got my own registration and my license, I started helping Zambians last year. And so far, 75 Zambians are in the UK. And they can testify, I don't charge them any penny. I don't charge them anything at all. And I do it as a charity, just out of love. Yes.
Lillian, congratulations on that milestone. That's big.
Yes.
You are now in a position where you are able to, God has entrusted you this opportunity to influence and change people's lives.
Yes.
That's great. I want you to respond to this comment that Richard is making. The problem with my fellow Zambians back home is they are not open to new challenges. Every time you suggest something, they will tell you, Atifyota Fibomba Mzambi. How do you respond to that?
Okay, so what did he say?
Okay.
The problem is,
he says the problem is every time.
Zambia. Okay. Is this person in the diaspora or is in Zambia?
Is in the diaspora.
Okay. It depends on how you approach them. Zambians, the problem with what I've realized is some Zambians in the diaspora, they want to take control as if, Zambians in Zambia don't know anything. We are here. We are more intelligent than you. Do this, do that. It doesn't work like that. Sit down with them, engage them, understand their mindset. How do you go about this and this project? And then they will tell you how they understand it. And then you do a project suiting with their understanding. And then you start slowly shaping them. When I started this project, initially, I was just telling people you can go to school. There's an opportunity. When we started, we only started with 50. Now we have over 600 people that want to be enrolled.
Wow.
And because they've seen that there's an opportunity to come to the UK, not only through my company, but other companies.
Yes.
It's the mindset. I started telling them on our WhatsApp groups that what you want to do is just get this opportunity. When you come to the UK, you will now stabilize and use your documents to get what you want. Are you a teacher? Are you a lawyer? Are you a doctor? You now change from that because it's 5 years work permit. After 5 years, you get your indefinite leave to remain and a British passport. The
Okay.
world is your oyster. You have a British passport which you can travel with around the world. So why not sacrifice 5 years
Mhm.
for you to come here and sacrifice? So it's a way you address it. And now anybody who wants to come to the UK, before they can even see that that project is real or the company is genuine, they call me first.
Oh,
Even
wow.
though it's not a company that I've referred them to, they call me first, check this company, are they legit? Should I go ahead? And then I'll tell them, go ahead. So many of them have come over, even more than the 75 I'm talking about.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Casey says, hello, I'm not from Zambia. My question, will her company accommodated Kenyans too? And I texted Lillian, still waiting for her response. Lillian
Oh,
asked
yes,
Kenya a
we
text
are looking for
message.
people from all over.
Mhm.
I won't just stick with Zambians only. I have an opportunity to bring up to 1,000 people, but even more than
1,000 people?
more than actually, because where we are, you know, when immigration trusts you with this license, they are looking at where you're going. They know, you know, it's not everything I say on social media. Our company is really on the, you know, we are going to be making big revenues here and there.
Yes.
So where I'm going, you just see me officially launching something, and I'll invite our ambassador from Zambia to the UK. Say, come and help me launch this. So
Excellent.
we need diversity.
Yes.
You know, I want to eat Kenyan food on Kenyan Independence Day. I want to eat Zimbabwean food. I want to eat Malawian food, Ghanaian food, Tanzanian food as well. So yes, we will bring people from different countries.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Yes. Another comment. Congratulations. This is from Judith Imbewe. Congratulations, Mama Lillian. Continue with good work. May the Almighty God bless you, Mama. And from your sister Clotilda, she says, congratulations on your business.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Julian says, I'm ready to move. Okay.
That's what you see what I mean.
Yeah.
I've created a mindset. Tell them, look, move. You make a lot of money at the end of the day, and the government is very strict on the salary scale as well. So you can't just give peanuts. No, there's a restriction. They will check the payslip as well. Yeah.
2 questions here before we finish, Lillian. Here's one from Lawrence. She says, what does one need in order to come and work with you that side?
Okay, so I'll give post numbers, which I'll give to you. What they need to do is just to contact that number, and then they'll guide them. If you're in Zambia, you need to go to our partnering colleges, do your certified nursing assistant course, your IELTS, because it's part of the point system. When we are writing the letters for you to get a visa, you need to meet this point system, and then you do your CPR, and at least you should have a driving license. Learn how to drive.
Okay. Why
Yes.
why a driver's license?
Because we'll be going in the community for this particular one, but eventually we'll be in one setting. Yeah, but for now we'll be going in the community, and it's just like, you know, in one area, but at least people will be able to go from point A to point B. Though I have cars which I take workers to work with, but then people should just learn how to drive for the sake of being independent.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That is very important. Okay. Maybe let's take one more question before. Okay. I wanted us to do this one. What about us, social workers? Are we qualified to work with your company?
With my company for social workers, no. But if you want to come as a healthcare assistant, no problem. The way it is, the UK government is short of social workers. You just need to check on which ones are recruiting for you to come. There's agencies that do that. What you can do is check on them, comment on my page, check on this, is this legit? And then I will help you find out if it's legit. But social workers are needed in the UK.
Social
And
workers are needed in
Ireland.
the...
My main countries for social work: Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and UK. These countries. So try any of these countries.
Okay. That is very valuable information there too as well. We do appreciate that. Miss Lillian, before we go, Thank you for taking the time to be with us, to have
Welcome.
this conversation. Remember, I told you that the reason I wanted you here is just for you to share your life. I mean, you've had great achievements, not only as a blogger, from 200 to 50,000. You need to lay hands on me. I need that anointing.
All I need to do is to just share you on my page and people will follow you.
Please, that's what
And
we
I have a
need.
special anointing.
That's the anointing I'm looking for. We also want to celebrate your professional milestone. And of
Yeah.
course, the little bit that you have shared about your political experience. I didn't want us to dwell on that because it's almost 1 year UPND in government. That's water under the bridge and we need to move on.
Yeah.
Any final word to somebody watching here? I've got a lot of friends who said they would like you to mentor them. They would like to hear about your success and just to hear how your journey has been.
For me, my final words would be, in any journey that you take, don't let anybody underestimate you. When I started YouTube, I was among the few people that were, making noise here and there. I'm now over 100,000 subscribers. Even before I was Zambian Celebrities got there. And when I started my business as well, I've had people that have worked with me along the line. They thought, where is this woman going? They didn't know where I was going. Now they are calling me, Madam, we're ready to come and work with you. Give us license. I should give you tattoo. I'm giving my Zambian people. You know what that means. So people will always discourage you and talk you down and make you think what you're doing is not going to work. I was just walking one day in an area and I met a Mzungu man who makes uniforms. Today he's my best friend. His company makes lovely uniforms for me, head socks, you name it. The universe, it favors us in terms of what we desire. You cannot desire greatness and you're seated on your phone insulting people the whole day. You need to align yourself with people who are great if you want to be a great person. And that is what I was telling Zambians before. I said, look, I can't be in the UK and you're there and all I do is to call you. I will make a way for you to come to the UK and it's done. Our company is a licensed, holder. Very soon, many people's children, family, friends, they'll benefit from this opportunity. And we'll have our own big, celebrations here and say, look, there was a time we used to chat from Facebook. Now we are all in one room.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah. So for me, life is not about me being successful and coming on Facebook and showing off. For me, life is about achieving and then sharing my achievement with others. If I win, they win. That's
excellent.
My
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. Lillian, thank you.
Welcome.
And we do appreciate you taking the time. Please send that anointing to Zambia Blog Talk.
I will actually. I've shared already. Then I also share on my YouTube community tab. Is the video on YouTube as well?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I'll send it to you right now.
Okay.
Follow us on YouTube, ZBTR TV. ZBTR TV. And on Facebook, we are Zambia Blog Talk Radio. We are also on Twitter, Zambia Blog Radio. Please follow us. And we look forward to hit that. I also want to make that video 50,000 with my.
You will. Just keep on. It's all about consistency. Be consistent. Like I said, whatever people say, never be discouraged, because sometimes you come to YouTube and you find maybe 2 people are watching, and then you'll be thinking, where am I going? But if all the big YouTubers, every one of us has had a video where we only had a few views. It only takes one video for you to make it.
Exactly.
And you are in America, I believe.
Yes.
Many Zambians now want to know how they can migrate to America. It's a hot topic because Zambia presently, things are not so good. We can't blame the current government, obviously, because they've just inherited. Everyone has been inheriting government from generation to generation.
From generation to generation.
So everybody is finding problems. So for now, especially the young ones, they need that exposure. So whatever opportunities that just let me know. We share. You tell them you're going to do a live stream on YouTube. They will be running there because they want to know what you have to share.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I'm asking this for friends as well. We want to we want to influence our country. Let's learn to celebrate each other.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our show today. Miss Lillian Mutambo. Great job, Mama. Great job.
Thank you so much.
And we look forward to connecting with you. All right. Bye. Okay, our friends in the DMV area will be hosting that event. Okay. Special dinner with guest of honor, HE Ambassador Excellency Kapambwe. And it will be on August 6th. Do share that information. A lot of you were asking me, my co-host just arrived in Zambia from Livingstone from the Zambia Diaspora Conference, and he's just reaching home. He's been hanging out with powerful people like that. That's Kasulwa with the ambassador, okay? And he's been having a great time. Before we end the show, I wanted to pay a tribute, like Lillian said, that hang out with people that, you know, that influence your life in a positive way and just direct you and give you a positive vibe. Many years ago, I met this gentleman, Mr. Christopher Ngoma. That picture is not very good, but I'll put his name there. This man passed away on Tuesday. He was a great mentor and influence to me. He is the one who helped me, what we all know today to be traveling ministry, people going around the country to preach. That's a man that introduced me to that. First time I went to Eastern Province, I was with him. The first time I went to Chikankata, I was with him, and we went around the country preaching. I was just a high school student, high school kid. And I just want to share the legacy of this man and just say I do appreciate the influence that he had on my life and everything else that happened. My sincere condolences to Auntie Pamela, Maliva, Christopher, Pamela, and the rest of the family. That is Mr. Christopher Ngoma, a great Christian. Okay, next week, you are going to love this. Next week, we are having my hometown from Choma. They are coming with the representatives and all the winners that were at the show. All the ladies that won the pageant are going to be here, both Kata Faith and all those other people that were here. We do thank you, Miss Lillian, for joining us today. Please follow us on YouTube, ZBTR TV, and on Facebook, we are Zambia Blog Talk Radio. Have a wonderful weekend.
Do you want to promote your business on Zambia Blog Talk Radio? Yes, that's right. Live on Zambia Blog Talk Radio. To book your spot, just make a donation by picking from the following categories. To get started, just call or WhatsApp the number on the screen and you'll be good to go. Live on Zambia Blog Talk Radio every Saturday for 1 full month. And it will stay on the recorded shows.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.